and they put in deep.
Okay. All right. Welcome, everyone. We'll call this meeting of the Planning Commission to order. I guess, Andrew, you're going to call the roll.
Yep, I can call roll. Chairman Michael Wyckoff,
I am present.
second Vice Chair Anne Marie Brooks,
Here.
John Connolly,
Here.
Commissioner Chuck Dillon,
Here.
Commissioner Matthew LaRue.
Here.
I don't know what else to say.
We got Noble. No,
Because.
Mike Noble's not here.
Commissioner Mike Noble and Commissioner John
Mayer.
Yeager.
Yep.
They're both aren't here.
Okay. Well, we do have a quorum. There's a preponderance of us here, so thank you for that. So we can proceed with our meeting. We're upon public comment at this point. I don't see anybody out there to give public comment, but I'll send out the invitation anyway. If there's anyone here that would like to make a comment on anything that's on your mind, you have 3 minutes to do so. We ask that you don't speak about anything that's on the agenda. There'll be another time for that at that time. If you do want to speak, step forward, state your name and address, and you'll be limited to 3 minutes. Seeing none, thank you. We'll move on. I'll need a motion to approve the minutes from last month's meeting.
They were not attached.
So you are correct. We have not seen the minutes for last month's meeting, so we'll table the motion, or we'll table the approval of minutes until our next meeting when we have a chance to review them. So we'll move right along into new business. Seeing none. Anyone have any new business that I'm not aware of? Looking at you guys, no? Okay. There is no old business on our agenda. So we will move right into our administrative staff presentation regarding the Madeira Beach Comprehensive Plan. Mr. Murphy.
Good evening, Mr. Chair and Commissioners. For the record, Jerry Murphy, University of Florida. We have two elements this evening to look at: the infrastructure element and the capital improvements element. The infrastructure element is relatively small, and we aren't proposing any changes, except I notice where policy 7.3.1.1 needs to be indented.
Okay.
With regard to the capital improvements element, you should be pretty familiar with this, as I think you just looked at it a few months ago.
We did.
But basically, we've updated the CIP, the program, with all of the projects and the expenses associated with them. And you've seen that recently as well. We've taken out a cross-reference that was there when we were doing relocating some things due to the proportionate share development fees. And then the data and analysis is behind that. We've removed some language and corrected some language to be more accurate. Some of the stuff that was in there has already been done, and so it's old news, basically. And again, you have the capital improvement element provided as table 13.1. The state of Florida removed the requirement for concurrency management they had at one point, and so the change has been made to reflect that as well. And that's pretty much it. I'm happy to answer any questions. Andrew and I have just calculated that I think your capital improvement plan's fiscal impact over the next 5 years is about $19 million in change. So you're doing great things.
Okay, I think everyone's had a chance to review these documents. We got them immediately following our last meeting, so you should have had time to review those. Has anybody got any questions for Mr. Murphy? Wow, quiet group. You didn't even take your 3 minutes, I don't think.
No.
Thank you. Okay, so you saw the previous plan and the strike throughs and amendments. If there are any questions for Mr. Murphy, I guess we'll just move right on.
The one last caveat I'll provide is next month we'll be doing the future land use element, which is the big element.
Right.
So please prepare yourself for that. Be familiar with that element and you'll get changes in advance. We're still working on that.
Yeah, that's the big one. Make sure we dive into it and understand exactly what's going on there and, bring your questions and at least challenge them a little bit, right? See what's going on. But no, we appreciate the work. This has been a long time coming, so I know you put a lot into it, and it's definitely a necessity for us to get this thing moving forward in the right direction. So,
Excuse
ahead.
me,
go ahead.
are you having them vote
No.
on these articles
No,
individually?
they'll vote on everything next month.
Okay, thank you.
Yes, ma'am.
Yep, thank you. Yeah, we had talked about that, I think, a couple meetings ago. We would just vote in totality on the entire package. At that time, we were just referencing these, gives us a little time to digest them too, in
Yeah,
case there are any changes.
You have the responsibility for doing the real heavy lift of the comprehensive plan, and then you'll make an overall recommendation to the Board of Commissioners who will deal with the entire plan at once.
Okay, very good. So that does that. The next, sir?
When do you anticipate having that available?
The entire plan?
Yes, no, well, next month's plan, so that we can go through it so that.
Yeah,
we
it
can
should be
finalize it.
available to you a week out.
Okay,
We didn't have this turnaround like we had between last meeting and this meeting. So we've got a little more time.
Yeah, we had these two back-to-back quick ones, so I appreciate you getting that out to us to get a chance to review. But yeah, they've been really good about getting us at least a week to review those docs, so. Any other discussion from our planning commission members? Anything you see we need to bring up, discuss, move forward? Okay, well, wow. Okay, our next meeting is scheduled for Monday, January 9th. I'm not sure what else we have on our agenda, but we can look forward to another great presentation, but it'll be a little longer, obviously, with the land use. And we'll see you on Monday, January 9th, at 6 p.m., same location. And anybody else got anything else? Wow.
Mr.
new
Chair,
role. Yes, ma'am, please.
hello, everybody. Thank you for being there. I really appreciate all the extra work that goes into scrunching time. The state has mandatory turn-in times for everything we do, and it's we've been saying, parts of it in particular are really heavy lift. Fortunately, we got a lot of it done, as you know, when we did the impact fee studies, and Jerry walked us through all that a couple of years ago. So we kind of got a leap forward. I did want to bring up an administrative item, and that is that Andrew Morris there has recently taken his AICP exam and passed. And
Congratulations.
yes, this is a really big, outstanding feat, as Jerry will account for.
I would
And-
never want to take it again.
And it elevates the standing of the department and the city as a whole. So we really appreciate all the extra time that goes into that, because of course, anytime we get extra certifications, we have to do it on our own time. So my congratulations, and thanks everybody for the support of the staff.
Yeah, that's great.
Thank you,
Congratulations,
Linda.
Andrew. Good job. Yeah, anything that elevates our standing certainly helps across the board. So we're happy for that and proud of you for doing that. Congratulations on that. I know it's a big accomplishment for sure. We didn't have any particular information materials that need to be dispersed other than what you've already received. So with that, I guess we're done. We'll call this meeting adjourned at 6:08. Thank you, everyone.